as we are inside Ford Field in downtown Detroit. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Chicago Bears and the Detroit Lions. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. First carry for the Clemson man, Wayne Gallman. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. Now Stafford. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Harris. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Now it's Stafford. It's caught. Jones. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Stafford to Jones, enough for a Lion first down. So opening drive, third down, they go with a slant. It works.
And I'm wondering when the league's going to figure it out because everyone throws it on third down. You expect pressure, so you want the ball in the hands of the quarterback quickly. It's a 3-step route ordinarily, and you're throwing it where you see the receiver breaking towards you. So it's an inside route. Everyone likes it, and it's executed very well.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Leonard Floyd in there yet again. What else is new as he continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. And that'll set them back 5. Here's Stafford now on second down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
It's a lot of contact going on there. And in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on third and long. Stafford. And that is incomplete.
Are we on the same page here, partner? Because I think they have the right idea. Just take what you can get on 3rd and forever.
Yeah, in real life, I'd say yes. It's just these video games are tempting. You want to go downfield with it.
I like the way you've evolved.
Yeah.
You know, you've learned how to play it the Madden way.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. First down, Trubisky. Throw left side complete. It's Sims. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
All right, partner, despite my eating habits, I'm not big enough to play offensive tackle, nor am I quick enough. But with the defensive ends nowadays and their speed, those guys have to be able to punch and dance, and it's a tough, tough job to contain them.
Offense needs something here on 2nd down. It is 2nd and long. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. This one brought in by Dorial Green-Beckham. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky. He hits White, complete. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Now Cohen. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
They try again with Cohen. And he takes it across midfield to the 45. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Third and 2. Now Trubisky. That's complete to Meredith. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Let's go!
Now they'll run it with Cohen. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play, but there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker, and we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. Now it's Trubisky. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Kerry Hyder in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Kerry Hyder in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And Detroit getting set to go now. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early. But if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
On 2nd down, here's Stafford. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Pernell McPhee from that outside linebacker spot. He's able to get in there for a loss of 9. After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation. Here's Stafford. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Onto the field now come the Bears. The last couple of drives have ended in punts. Maybe the crowd minds that, but you're a defensive guy. You're okay with a couple of punt drives.
Listen, I'm the guy that loves a 0-0 pitch game. All right, in baseball, I can handle that going into the 7th inning. I think the crowd, though, they want to see a little bit more excitement. Let's see if someone can break something free on offense and get going.
Offense at a premium the last 2 drives. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
But he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. On 2nd down, here's Trubisky. Space to maneuver at the 40. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
They run. This is Cohen. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
Well, how many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick, and shifty. Can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just the...
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Paul Warlow coming hard from that linebacker spot. He drops him for a loss of 11. Now Trubisky to throw on second. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. There they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. The Bears on third down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be third and a mile. From the shotgun is Trubisky. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long. Here's Pat O'Donnell now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. Harris now to return. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Lions are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. So here come the Lions now. And this is their third drive. Maybe the focus right now not so much on points, but getting their first down.
And when you start off a game, you don't even think that's an issue, do you? But you go a drive, a second drive, no first down, that becomes an issue. Now you got to think about, okay, what type of play calling do I have to do to get us in a spot to pick that first one up?
The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And he's brought down after a good game. 23 yards on the play. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from it, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now the Notre Dame man, this is Theo Riddick. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. 2 minutes remain in a scoreless first half. We'll come back to Ford Field after this. The Lions on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Here's Stafford. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
But no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. And this will do the job nicely as that'll be out of bounds just inside the 10-yard line. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Sims. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. This is Cohen. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. And the Lions going with an extra DB here on third down. Here's Trubisky to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tucker roll that they can fall back on anymore.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is Harris. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Lions will take over. And Detroit getting set to go now. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet. You're trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way?
Now a first down throw. Stafford. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Dontari Poe coming up the middle, gets him there for a loss of about 9. To throw on second down is Stafford. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Pernell McPhee in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. And now the Bears going to signal for another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. An update from around the league as our first one comes from New Orleans. An early lead in that game for the Falcons. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
Now Trubisky on first down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. He was looking for Dorial Green-Beckham. And that'll bring up second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. So plenty of action on the field, but no action right now on the scoreboard, at least as of yet. 0-0 is our score. As we'll send you down to Orlando, where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. Elsewhere on the NFL scoreboard in Dallas. And really pouring it on now are the Cowboys. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. There are 0 points on the scoreboard for either side. It'll be interesting to see what adjustments were made. The defenses have obviously been great.
So if you like defense, this is a classic game. This is what you're looking for. But now you're trying to figure out how to gain any type of an advantage on offense. Is it through a big chunk play that they haven't seen before? Or is it just running your regular offense and running it better, trying to create an opportunity?
We'll see which avenue they choose to go down. You'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. So the offense readies for a 2nd and 4.
Let's go. Boom, landed.
Here's Trubisky. His throw incomplete. Deion Sims is tight end, the intended target. And it's 3rd and 4.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
The Bears on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Now Trubisky to throw. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Cohen. It goes as a gain of 6, and it's a first down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Hurry up, here we go. 319. 319.
Looking to throw, Trubisky on first down. He completes it right side to White. And they'll get him to the ground, but he got all the way down. To the 30-yard line. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve.
Here we go now. Green.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
All right, here we go. Boom, landed.
On 2nd down, Trubisky. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. And to give this time to the tailback. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Second and goal to go now. Again, it's Cohen. A good display of power, but it will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. 7 big yards on the carry there to get him within range of the goal line with third down upcoming. His way in, not giving up there, and he's got a Bears touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bears are in for 6. Here's Phil Dawson now for the point after. And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
First and 10, Stafford. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Harris. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Looking to throw on second down. Stafford. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves his sticks. Gallman will run it. And some room to roam now. And they'll get him to the ground, but he got all the way down to the 30-yard line. 31 yards there and a first down.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground. So the offense avoids disaster, keeps possession. Now it's second down. Stafford now to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
The Lions on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be third and forever. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped. But I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
Third and long. It's Stafford. Able to find Harris, complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. From the red zone now, Stafford. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
So the incomplete pass brings up second down. On the toss, there goes Coleman. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
Inside the red zone, and that means don't come away from there with anything less than 3 points, but everyone's thinking about 6. They're trying to get to the end zone. They decide to run a toss. Big people up front being mobile and moving, and a running back trying to follow behind them to find yardage, and that's exactly what he did.
Now Riddick. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front. And a lot of times that is one-on-one. If you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
Elsewhere at Arrowhead there in the 3rd quarter. The Chiefs have scored again to extend their lead a bit. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Now it's Martin to do the honors after the made field goal. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done.
Back now at Ford Field. It's Bears football here. They also have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. Now Trubisky. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. The Bears on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Trubisky. On the left side, a catch by White. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And Detroit getting set to go now. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
I
don't know about that. Super tough.
They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Great change up there on the route and got that inside release, made it a successful pitch and catch.
So the first thing you want to do is have him thinking that you're going outside, make a move in that direction. Then you really don't run the route against the whole body of the defender. You run against a half of him, and the inside half, and he took it right across his face, got inside, and won that route in a big way.
This is Gallman, and an alley to run. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. On the ground, it's Gallman again. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
And that's called winning at the point of attack, isn't it? Right there at the line of scrimmage. I know he's a little bummed out now. He doesn't get credit for a tackle for a loss, but no gain. His guys will take that.
And speaking of winning, to be as cheesy as we can, he was the winner of the NFC Defensive Player of the Week award from last week, so he's really stringing together some good football.
So not only did he get a gold star, he might have gotten a gold watch, too, huh?
That is caught right at the 10-yard line. 23 yards on the play. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And now a first down following that long gain. Now Gallman. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So the Pigskin will move from the 2 down to the 1.
And I have not met an offensive line yet that doesn't think they can get it in from the 1-yard line on a running play.
2nd and goal. Defense digging in again here. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. It's the fullback. His second touchdown on the season. And the Lions have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. He's got it. And this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. Martin, the punter, now out to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Checking in on Houston. It's in the fourth quarter there. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Another victory perhaps in the cards. They're looking as good as anybody as the playoffs draw near. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They begin the drive on the ground with Cohen. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep him.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 39. A huge play there for Chicago. 44 yards. The offense certainly looking to score some points, but they also need ball security here late as we get down to the final moments of this one. This is Cohen on the toss. They find some open field here. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6. And let's see what the defensive coordinator may have up his sleeve here to try to get this final last stand and win this football game. Now they try the right side here. And he'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. He's back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Wilson. He's at the 30. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. So they were in field goal range, a chance to get this one to OT. Got a little greedy going for the win, cost him the game.
Not just a little greedy, now a little lost because of what ended up happening. Just what you stated there, they're in field goal range. Instead of getting conservative, they decided to press it, maybe try and win it right now. Instead, the whole thing backfired.
They've gone to the fourth quarter now in Dallas. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. If they can hold on, the win would be number 8 for them on the campaign. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And this one will go to the 28-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. Trubisky. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Ezekiel Ansah in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky. Throwing here, Trubisky. Out left to Shaheen. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Here we go. It's Trubisky on 4th down. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. Getting down to the end here, they have a 2-score lead. Barely, but it's a 2-score lead, so that probably makes you as a coach feel a lot more comfortable right now, doesn't it, Charles?
It does, but it doesn't mean now you go out and run option or some kind of wild double reverse or anything like that. But you do know that if anything does go haywire, you're still in control of this game.
I want a double reverse, don't you?
I'm just waiting for that day where we actually see something like that in this situation.
We'll see what happens here. Charles, in this one, I think the storyline really, the 4th quarter, coming into it neck and neck, but they were able to separate, put their foot on the gas, and get the win.
And since you mentioned neck and neck, I'm going to stay with a little bit of a horse racing theme. It was that close, and then really went into the gallop and finished it strong.
One more horse racing theme.
Go.
I am glad you posted today.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
So for the Lions, their battle to finish 500 gets a slight lift as they move to 6-8 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for the Bears, their slim playoff hopes are gone now as they fall to 5-9. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Lambeau to take on the Packers.